I guess my main question at this point is, how is he getting down? That was cool though.
This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Ridd on this digital Sportscentre presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar. And we're not quite through the wildcard round yet in the NFL, but the weekend gave us a good idea of what we can look forward to in the divisionals. Washington proved that one doink is better than two last night, and Saquon and the Eagles slid past Green Bay. Plus, what more can you say about Josh Allen and the Bills? Allen continued his playoff dominance on Sunday, decimating the Broncos in the 31-7 win. So for the record, that's 23 touchdown passes and just 4 picks in his postseason career. He did get some help with 120 yards from James Cook, but that was nothing compared to what Derrick Henry did for the Ravens. Baltimore got 186 yards and 2 scores from their all-world back, adding to his incredible body of work so far this season. And with Saturday's game, Henry moved into second place in yards per game in playoff history, trailing only Hall of Famer Terrell Davis. Now, with all the hype surrounding the Bills and Ravens, it's crazy to think one of their seasons is going to come to an end this weekend. That's because Buffalo and Baltimore are getting together in Orchard Park in what could end up being a classic. Allen, Lamar, Cook, and Henry. For the Bills, it's a chance to erase a bad memory from Week 4, when Jackson and Henry ran them into the ground under the lights at M&T Bank Stadium. This time Buffalo is at home, but FanDuel is giving the slight edge to the Ravens. These teams actually met in the divisional round 4 years ago, with the Bills winning 17-3. Now that was in Buffalo in front of less than 7,000 fans because of COVID. This time the house will be packed. So what do you think, Bills Mafia? Are you ready? You can catch that game between the Ravens and Bills Sunday on TSN. Coverage begins at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific.
Breaking news! Head coach Mike McCarthy is not expected back with the Cowboys next season, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. McCarthy's contract expired last week, but Dallas has an exclusive window to negotiate with him until midnight Tuesday. The Cowboys went 49-35 in 5 seasons under McCarthy, but missed the playoffs this year for the first time since 2020.
To hockey, where the Oilers are hosting the Kings tonight in a big Pacific Division clash. Edmonton trails Vegas and has a 2-point edge on LA for second place, making this a pivotal one in the Western Conference playoff race. Now, we talked about Leon Draisaitl's Hart Trophy pursuit last week on the show, and for good reason, because he's still leading the NHL in goals. And Draisaitl is doing it in a variety of different ways. Plus, Zach Hyman has found his groove after a brutal start to the season. He has 14 goals in his last 27 games, including that game winner on Saturday in Chi-Town. Meanwhile, the Kings have won 6 of their last 10 games and have been a defensive juggernaut this season, giving up a league-low 99 goals. So we're talking strength versus strength here, great offense versus great defense. But the Kings are no slouch when it comes to goal scoring as well. They're led by Anze Kopitar, who's averaging a point per game, and then there's Quinton Byfield, an Oiler killer. He has 10 points in 11 career games against Edmonton, including a 3-point outing earlier this season. So in a matchup where every point matters, what can we expect? Will the Oilers' firepower break through, or will the Kings' defense steal the spotlight? Either way, this could set the tone for the second half of the Pacific. Back to football, and they call it Super Wildcard Weekend for a reason, because this thing stretches all the way to Monday. That's right, we got one more game for you as the Rams face the Vikings tonight. Now, technically, this is a home game for the Rams, but it's taking place in Glendale, Arizona, relocated because of the devastating wildfires in LA. And really, what more can you say about hospitality, considering the Cardinals are a division rival of the Rams? Now, it's been a tale of 2 seasons for Sean McVay's team. They started just 1-4, but went 9-3 after the bye. And then there's the Vikings. They're the first 14-win wildcard team in NFL history. The last team that won 14 games and had to even play 1 game on the road? Well, that was the 2004 Pats, who went on to win the Super Bowl. Now, the Vikings might not have Tom Brady, but they do have weapons. Justin Jefferson had another electrifying season alongside Jordan Addison. And while Jefferson could make a claim for the title of NFL's best receiver, Cooper Kupp could make one for the claim of best playoff pass catcher. In 7 games, he's caught 50 passes with 7 TDs. And oh yeah, he has a Super Bowl MVP to his name as well. And there's a great shot this game is won or lost on the perimeter. You can catch tonight's game between the Vikings and Rams on TSN. Kickoff at 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 Pacific. Time now for my favorite segment, and yours, Why We Love Sports Today.
Why we love sports today.
And here at DSC, we believe there's no shame in losing. That's right, we don't judge people based off wins and losses. Unless, of course, we're talking about fantasy football. So here now we have a pirate. Okay. Oh, and this is in Toronto. I think it was only 0 degrees, maybe 1 degree out, but with the wind it's a little chilly, so he's got to be a little cold. Oh, he's got to run. Oh, he's running into, no, don't run into the lake. I'm sorry. Lake Ontario is disgusting. This is a horrendous punishment. I'm horrified. Oh, we got the buddies there with the towel. That's nice. A cold plunge is good for the soul, but it is Lake Ontario. So I don't know, I might get a tetanus shot after that one. I suppose at this point with fantasy football, it's more that sure, you could win, but it's better that you don't lose so you don't have to suffer these horrendously embarrassing and possibly life-threatening punishments. That was a buddy of our very own Jeff Hall here at Bar Down. So I'm patiently awaiting the day where Jeff Hall ends up at the bottom of the list to see what his punishment might be. That's it for me today. We'll see you at Pick It tomorrow, 3 Eastern, no Pacific. Have a good one.